Hello, Hornets. It's November 25th. Welcome back to SHS Today. This time, we have coverage of Drama Club's fall show, Little Women. Aziziel Quick and Drew Harrigan spotlight this experience. Courtesy of Grayson Sloan and Rowan Bonham, we have a personality profile on Coach Short. And last but not least, made by William Wilson, there is a senior spotlight on Jillian Hayes. All of this and so much more on the season kickoff of SHS Today.
Howdy, Hornets, and congratulations on making it to trimester 2 of the 25-26 school year. I'm Peter Brewer.
And I'm Landon Richards. I am so glad to be back on the show.
Me too. It's been too long. But we've got a great show in store for you, so let's get right into it.
For those of you who don't know or just forgot, we have a very long weekend ahead of us. There will be no school tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday for Thanksgiving break.
Take some time to relax, spend time with family, and enjoy the holiday. Also, be sure to support Michigan over Ohio State and take advantage of the Black Friday deals, even if the prices are still high.
Seriously. Anyway, I heard that our drama club just premiered their newest show.
Oh, the classic coming-of-age story, Little Women. I heard the overall production quality and themes about sisterhood were inspirational to many.
Aziziel Quick, along with a few cast members, are here to talk about the show experience and what went into making Little Women such a success.
As the curtains closed on Saline High School's fall production of Little Women, the cast and crew reflected on the experience that brought them together, both on stage and off. For junior Ella Lawrence, who took on the lead role of Jo March, this production marked a milestone. It was not only her first ever lead, but also her first performance in this type of play since moving to Saline.
I really think the story is good because it's about young women growing up. It's about their journey. She's really just trying to figure out how to be herself. She's trying to be an accomplished writer in a time that women weren't allowed to publish.
Ella shared that the process wasn't always easy, but through it all, she found encouragement in the people around her.
The people are really nice. The cast is really supportive. Before we were going to start dress rehearsal, I was feeling pretty stressed, and I was in costume, and I started to get this bloody nose on stage. I ran off stage, and everyone sort of flocked around me, and they're like, okay. Everyone kind of just came together and really helped me with that. Everybody's great in it, and I'm just glad to be a part of it.
The Saline drama community has become a source of confidence and belonging for many, offering a place where creativity and collaboration thrive.
It's really fun. It's just a lot of fun to be able to let loose. The drama community just feels like a family. There's not really any other word to describe it. Everyone's just so close and so tight-knit, and everyone loves each other like a family.
Though Little Women has wrapped, the memories, lessons, and friendships forged behind the scenes will stay with the students long after the final bow. From late night rehearsals to opening night jitters, the production proved that with dedication and support, even the newest faces can take center stage and shine.
Unlike the Drama Club's previous performances, this show was directed by Miss Alyssa Dawson, who brought a fresh set of eyes and her own artistic intuition to the production.
If you are interested in being in a future show, auditions for the winter musical, Hello Dolly, will take place December 1st and 2nd from 3 to 5 p.m. in the black box behind the auditorium.
On the topic of winter happenings, new sports seasons are starting, making their debut. Our Saline Hornets boys and girls basketball teams have been practicing for the last few weeks to prepare for their first games next Tuesday, December 2nd. The boys team will take on Fenton then. Then, the following Tuesday, the 9th, the girls will open their season against Riverview. Both of these games will take place at 7 p.m. in our main gym. Admission is free for all students with a valid student ID, so make sure to show up and cheer on your Hornets. Of course, as the wintertime comes around, our fall sports have come to a close. However, there is so much to be proud of.
Such as all of our touchdowns, field goals, and even 500-yard and 9-score football performances.
More than that, during our homecoming game against Dexter, there was not only action in Hornet Stadium, but play calls coming in from miles away.
Rowan Bonham is here to show us how a very important member of the Hornet team was able to support people both on and off the field in this critical matchup.
Rhino, 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 Rhino. Salene's varsity football head coach, Kyle Short, has had an explosive start to his career, overcoming tons of obstacles like losing rough games, injuries befalling major players, and even having a child in the middle of the homecoming game.
So it was a homecoming night playing Dexter, biggest game on our schedule for a conference championship, and my wife was due October 1st, and I remember when the schedule came out and we looked at it and I started saying to myself, we're going to have our baby during Dexter week. As soon as we got past Thursday, I'm like, all right, we're in the clear until the week after. And then I got a text from my wife and she says, I think my water broke. Then I was at the hospital, I got into the game and we were just resting. And I ended up putting the stream on the TV and I was just gonna send the coaches a couple texts here and there, but it was delayed. So I ended up calling our quarterback coach and FaceTiming him. He had his phone facing our field and I ended up streaming the FaceTime up on the big TV in the hospital room. And I was able to talk back and forth, was talking about some plays that I think will work. And then defensively, made some really good adjustments. I think the coolest moment for me was after the game, FaceTiming a victory, a huge win, and then having a baby the next morning.
What makes coaching such an engaging and fulfilling job are the lessons it teaches you about leadership, unity, guidance, and how to leave an impact on a group of young people.
I think this team has a togetherness, this team has a sense of unity, grit, and just the way that they've handled adversity, whether it was last year, a bunch of adversity, this year we've lost key players to season-ending injuries, and next player steps up, and I think the way that this team plays together, and just how hard they play and how much they care, I think that's something that I'll always remember about this group.
Coach Short dedicates himself intensely to the team, which directly results in a spirited team that always brings the heat. Both coaches and players are of equal importance in sports, and if the coach has as deep a passion for the game as the team does, everybody benefits greatly. I'm Rowan Bonham, and back to you in the studio.
On behalf of SHS Today, we would like to extend our hands and congratulate the Short family on their new baby boy.
Through the support from Coach Short and acting head coach Dwayne Wilson, the Saline Hornets crushed Dexter with a final score of 61-34.
As the school year progresses, our staff want to remind everyone about the resources available to our students.
Here's a quick word from Principal Steger on one of the many resources available to students here in Saline.
When anybody makes a report on OK to Say, whether it's the app or a text message or a phone call, it goes to a department of the Michigan State Police, and they decide whether or not it's something that we need to know about. They then call us. When we receive a tip from OK to Say, immediately we contact the rest of the admin team and the deans, and we make sure that everyone is aware of what the tip is. If you feel like you need to get something out there, put it out, use OK to Say, use the app, use whatever makes you comfortable, send a text message, but tell them, because we can't follow back up with you, give as much information as you can, as you feel comfortable giving, so that we have a better chance of being able to solve it quickly.
Thank you, Principal Steger, for reminding us of one of the many resources available from our school and community to protect ourselves and each other.
It's great to see good things come from our community. In fact, one senior is to thank for such contributions.
William Wilson takes a dive into one of the many programs in which this individual plays a key role.
Jillian Hayes is a senior here at Saline High School, involved in many clubs and extracurriculars, but there's one group she's a part of that's been of great importance to us.
I decided to join Yearbook because I wanted to know more about my community and just explore all the things that I wouldn't be able to do, like different clubs that I couldn't join or sports that I couldn't join. I am one of the 2 sports editors. I kind of manage and oversee all of the sports and all of the sports staff. So I will look over the team's writing, I'll look over their photos. It's allowed me to meet people that I wouldn't meet otherwise, and it's allowed me to be more myself.
Jillian is a part of many sports here, including cross country and skiing, allowing her to look back on and write about her team season.
I've learned how to take proper photos, so if it comes to that, whatever job I end up being in, I'm able to take good photos for whatever. I can write very well. I can do MLA and now AP style for Yearbook, which is incredibly helpful if I do end up going into journalism or having to write some scientific papers. Having that knowledge of what people look for in newspaper style writing is incredibly crucial. It's taught me that I really can't rely on what knowledge I may have now. I always need to look deeper into myself, into what I'm doing, and what, like, let's say that I'm doing skiing, like, what is it doing for me? Is it just for the fun? Is it for the people? What is it doing for me personally, and what can I take out of everything? It's really taught me that I need to look deeper into just everything that I'm doing and how it personally impacts me and makes me a better person.
With your book, Jillian has been able to gain many important skills that she has used in her life and can use for the future after school. Reporting for SHS Today, I'm William Wilson. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, William. Jillian's continued commitment and dedication to the yearbook program is so inspiring to me.
It shows just how far passion and hard work can take you here at Saline.
Without a doubt. Be sure to keep up the amazing work. And that's all the time we have today. On behalf of SHS Today, we hope you enjoyed the show. I'm Peter Brewer.
And I'm Landon Richards. Be sure to follow at Saline Video on Instagram and YouTube for show updates and behind-the-scenes content.
Tune in next week for a special edition of SHS Today featuring some new staff members here at Saline High School.
Have a great Thanksgiving, Hornets.